wish I had taken out that lug. That really irks me. Okay, done with that. And here you see how, this is definitely a time to use the highlight. Well, it's not really making much difference, but this is where I like to use that. We're going to do this. This is where I like to use that aspect. Look at there, I'm turning the camera that way. However, what you can do after you do it is just come in here and I don't know if I have stuff on the ceiling like that. Whatever. Okay, here we have the laundry room, which I normally shoot. I should have removed this. Look at that right in my face. But he asked me to do the laundry room, so there it is. Okay. Okay. This looks good. Lighting, I think I used one on a stand pointing backwards at the corner of this wall, 45-degree angle up, and one handheld pointing at this wall. You know, I put them like about a foot and a half in the door, like in here pointing this way, and then the other one on this wall pointing in. So, and that helps to get rid of any shadows. You see, there's no shadows around this fan. I hate shadows. Here, I went in here and I put in this room a light stand against the wall over here, pointing pretty high up, about even with the fan, to try to prevent it from making a big shadow on the ceiling. And then I had one in here handheld over my head. And there's the ambient. Oh, there's no. This is the ambient. This is the flash. You can see. Whoops. Went too fast for me. So there's the flash. There's the ambient. You just see here. Ambient. Flash. Okay, I'm going to blend these. I'm going to blend these. Because I like the light and the flash on the front of the cabinets. It looks and I like the blue in here from the ambient. Isn't it pretty? I wonder what color it will be. Yellow or is it blue? keep messing up. I'm trying to do it. I might have to just start over here. No, too long. Let's see how you can. That's not what I want to do. Okay. Oh. Try it again. Drop that down. Put the mask here. Opacity. Touch the mask. And move it out. Now see how hard was that? Oh. I like the input better. Okay. Well, I'll decide later. Okay, nothing to do here. This one's got a shadow, so I'm going to get rid of it. Got a couple of shadows. You can switch the color of your paintbrush by pressing X on a PC. I don't know how you do it on Mac. Don't have a Mac. Control F. Control W. Okay, looks a lot better. Let's just leave it at that. We don't need mask. Okay. Yeah. Excuse me. Once again, I should have removed the rug. Not using the ambient. I use my auto correction feature. Looks good. Looks good. I should drag the aspect to see what happens. You gotta make sure your constraint crop is on to do this. Yeah, sure. Alright, here's the playroom. Now you see in this shot, the flashed shot kind of over-processed here. It looks really funny. There's the ambient. Actually looks kind of nice. I think, look here, I do much to it. I like my shots a little bit lighter than I guess most folks. I'm going to go with the ambient shot, but I'm going to have to, let's try this first. Well, no, let's go ahead and correct the distortion using P2 lens. And if I use this as a shot, I'll get rid of the flashed shot. I'll just go with this one. Okay, here's my exteriors. That's exciting. It means I'm almost done. Okay, this one I took, I believe I took this one ambient and then I took a flash shot. Sometimes I do that on the patio. And I like the flash shot better. So I'm going to delete, remove this one, and go with this. And I just shot this other side. Did not see the garbage can. It's not a really good shot. Don't know if I have. This is a fire pit. It's not a really shot either. If I won't use this, remove it. See, I still have 40 shots left. Yes, I'll leave this because it is the fire pit. And add some black to it. Okay, we'll go with this. Check this behind out. See what happens. Yeah, I thought better. Sometimes your exteriors look better, not quite so bright. This one seriously needs some reduced exposure. Okay. Cut the highlights some, but it needs some clarity. To take that, and look at my sunspots. I hate sunspots. Ah. I'm using my spot removal tool, and I have it set to heal. Right, and let's see if we can do this one. Right, looks pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna copy my white balance and my exposure for this setting, and put it on this one. I like that. And I'm going to put it here as well. And I had to tilt this up because the setting my tripod at level, I was getting a whole lot of street and not much sky, which I don't like. So I tilted it up, and that looks a lot better. And put more clarity in here. Just sharpen it up. That looks pretty good. I'm going to try something though. Let me just see what happens. I go into Photoshop and curve on it. And sometimes I try this, and I just, instead of closing it, I just save it, so that if I don't like the results, I'm going to undo my adjustments. Oh, that's pretty good. I think I'll keep that. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, I might try that with this one. Let's go ahead and go to Photoshop, put a curve on it. Bring highlights down some. Still doesn't look bad enough. Let's see what happens if I paste his previous settings. Something like that. Okay, these are auto settings do not work real well. I'm going to Hey, sweetie.
Good.
Now when you're shooting the front exterior, you have to keep in mind that it is the most important photo of the entire shoot. So you want to make sure it's done right. You want to make sure that you get at least one killer front exterior. And sometimes your front exterior is going to be not going to be of the entire house because of the way the house is configured. I mean, I've had some houses, the landscaping can interfere with your shot, trees in front of the door and so forth. So you have to get improvised. Okay, here's my shot. We'll try the auto, see what it does. It doesn't always work. Now this shot is really let's see. Oops. Trying to see. Oh. I was hoping I could move it around, but it's not working. Well, I just wanted to get a closer shot of the front door for this shoot, and I just have a look. She may or may not use this as her front, but it's always good to have it in the tour. So let's see if we can paste anything in here. That looks a little better. Hold on a second. I'm getting glare on my screen from that window. Thank you. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay. So and we're back to the beginning. That must be the last picture. Okay, so this one used to be straightened. I don't even know if I like this picture, but we gotta have a picture of the front door. I could, crop it unconstrained into something like this. But then it would have a piece of furniture here and nothing over here. Not sure I like that. And I could crop it like this. Let's get that left and let's see what that looks like. I think I'll do that. Well, you know what? I think what I'll do is I'll just leave it. Just leave it. And then I'll make a copy. I didn't like that distortion, so I corrected that. I'll make a copy of the final with that crop. Okay, so there's the living room with the columns. I mean, the dining room with the columns. I don't think we need to do anything there. Okay. Just a final walkthrough, so to speak. There's that. And that. Okay. looks good. Nope, I don't like that. Here's our master bath. Here's our piano. Here's our wide picture. That's going to look really good. How do you see this on the tour? It looks a little bright. I think, you know what, I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm just going to use the one when I saved it. Okay, there's that. That looks good. Okay, and that's it. Now we're done. So, I'm going to make a grid. Choose all. And export to name the property, which this one is 7 by 32. Same folder as original. I call it 7. And I make the file 100. Resize to put 4200, 100 pixels. And then export it. And while that's exported, I go to my to the tour and I'll upload it. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this and we'll come back when it's ready to upload. Okay, one of the things that I forgot to do when I was in Lightroom is, or I was going to do later, whatever, is this image right here. For some reason, the sky looks white instead of blue, and we don't like white skies at fast pics. So I'm going to try to fix that in Photoshop. And the way I usually do that is I select color range and choose the plus and click on that sky color right there. Right there. Let me just do it over again just so you can see. Okay, select color range. Well, you see it has selected it for me already, right there. That's the color I want right there. And it has some extraneous areas pre-selected as well. So I'm going to click my rectangular shape and come down here to the very bottom of the picture and hold down my Alt key. The Alt key tells it to deselect, and then click my mouse button and drag up here like this all the way up to cover any areas that I do not want in my sky. Anything that's not sky, that's going to be all that, and let go, and it's going to deselect all of that. The other way you can do it is choose your, what is this called? Quick selection tool. Do the same thing, hold down your Alt key, and just do this. Just scroll around here with all of this area that you don't want included. I'm not even putting sky back here either because it would just be too harsh. And my computer's going slow. Yeah, so it's Alt, and there it goes. one out. Okay, so this is the area where I want some blue sky. So now I'm going to Control O to open up and find the sky that I want. Here are my sky pictures. And for this one, I really, it's not that important because I've just got a little sliver. So I'll just pick this one. There's a little bit of cloud there, so I'm going to Control A to select all. You can Control C to copy, or you can use your keyboard, here, copy. And go back here, and here is where you paste into. I use Alt-Shift-Control-V, but that doesn't look right. That's because when I did the select color range, the color it chose, see it left those striations, and I left it that way. I thought, oh, well, that's close enough. It wasn't close enough. So I'm going to have to do it again, I guess. If you do it right here, it gets the whole thing. So I can just do this again. Come all the way up here. Why is it so slow? Right. Pull this out again. Pull this out. You know what? I'm going to just try to fix this by painting. It might be easier. Just paint that in. Oh, I wanted some blue in there. So this is what I ended up with. Interesting. Never had it do that before. Okay. So what a pain, what a pain. Okay. There's no easy way to do that. I'm going to start over. Okay, let's start over. Select color range. Here, here. Color this. Computer match. Okay. Ugh, what a freaking pain. Okay, now let's paste into much better. Okay, now that I have fixed that, I'm going to Control T, Control O. Okay, there it is. All right, there's my layer, my sky layer. And what I'm going to do is make the layer smaller so that it just fits this area like that. And it just looks good. This way. And bring that cloud over. And there we are. And you can see that I've lost a little bit of the leaves in here. And here's one thing I like to do when I'm replacing sky. So go over here to the gradient tool and make sure make sure it's set on neutral density now. And foreground to transparent. And circular rainbow. Might just be straight. I don't know how to change that. Anyway, it's supposed to be just straight. Let's see what I get. Anyway, I want it to be white. Just go straight up. And it'll lighten that area. Like that. This is more natural anyway. Okay, and I'll just flatten that. And you see how much better that looks. This one is the master bath, so I'm going to click master bath, and then here this is image number 36. So what I'm going to do is go in here, and you just kind of have to do this from memory. I just go in here and visualize the room I was in. And I just remember it was about a 90-degree angle that I shot at. Maybe a little more. But I did cut off a little bit here. Might have been 100. But I'm going to go with 90. And so what I do is I tell Tour Buzz that it's a 90-degree angle. And tell the process. And then I just wait for that. Okay, now that the image has uploaded, all of my images are uploaded. Go to New Tour Editor, and it is good because you can adjust here using the slider. If it would only work. Oh, this slider right here. The size of your image. You should go really small here, or big. It's just handy. So you could take your, like you want to take all of these living room and for your pictures, whatever. Let's say you want to take these 3 pictures. you can hold down the Shift key and highlight them and just drag them up here. And it's nice and easy. You also can title them from this position. Just type it in here. Another thing you can do, what I like to do when I make the tour, I used, you see these two, actually I used three, but these two images were used to create the master bath pano, which we're going to look at in a minute. And the panos will not show up on a flyer. So you have to have, if you don't include the images used to create the pano, then you wouldn't have images available for the flyer. So you wouldn't have any master bath to put on a flyer. So you have to include at least one or two, at least one image from the pano construction for the gallery, is what we call it. So what I do is I have the panel here, and then I follow it up with the ones used, but I come over here and I click gallery only, because we don't want the repetition of seeing the panel and then seeing all the construction pieces following it. So just go over here and put gallery only, so they won't follow. And that's the same here with, I've got the big bedroom that created the wide shot. I've got this one here, gallery only, because I'm not sure if this one will show up on the, I don't know if it's too wide for the flyer or not. I think it's good enough for the flyer, but I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so what we're going to do right now, I'm going to put, all your panels will have this little arrow here to show that they're a panel. I only have one panel on this tour, and because I just wanted you to see how it looks, I'm just going to put it up here for now, just because we're just going to watch the tour long enough for you to see the panel and see how it works. So we're going to view the tour now, and let's see how it looks. I don't know if you can hear the music or not. And there's your panel. Doesn't show much of the tub. I wish it had shown more of the tub. I would have moved that stuff there, but anyway. And then it goes through the rest of it here, which, so at any rate, that's how you do those stuff, and you know how to do the rest of the tour. If you have any other questions, let me know.